Okay, you know how there's beginner workout programs? Well, think of OMAD as the beginner weight loss diet. You don't need to count your calories, you don't need to count your macros, you don't need to count work points, you don't even need to work out. There are only 2 rules with OMAD. Consume whatever you want within a half an hour eating window and make sure you are having that meal 2 hours before bed and you will lose weight. OMAD is the beginner weight loss diet. Other diets out there have failed because people have a hard time sticking to them. They're a little bit more complicated. Counting your calories, trying to keep on track. Keto, there are certain rules you got to do with keto in order to make it work. OMAD just dumbs it down. Eat whatever you want. There are no dietary restrictions. There are no restrictions on macros. There are no restrictions on anything. The only restriction is the amount of time you eat your food. And everyone can eat a plate of food of whatever they want within a half an hour eating window. There are different levels to dieting, and OMAD is the basic weight loss diet. Anyone could do OMAD. OMAD is literally idiot proof. OMAD stands for 1 meal a day. It's an intermittent fasting method. And the power of OMAD is that it teaches you discipline. It teaches you delayed gratification. It gets rid of your fear of not eating and knowing that you can withhold food for 22, 23 hours a day, burn fat while you're doing it, and then be able to consume whatever you want. OMAD gives you power. OMAD was the reason why I was able to crush my binge eating disorder. I started OMAD back in September of 2022 after getting into a car accident. I was binging months and months before that, and OMAD was able to help me reverse that. Why does it help reverse binge eating? Because you are consuming your meal within a shorter amount of time. Anyone who struggles with binge eating disorder, you know how it works. What happens is you are eating food all day. You're eating, you get full, and then you're waiting for that next moment that your stomach has more room to eat more food, and then you're eating again and again and again. OMAD eliminates that. It completely does. And it's been so effective at reversing my BED because literally the other day I was going through some emotional turmoil because the mind kind of takes longer than the body to catch up. And I wanted to binge eat. I opened up my eating window and I tried to literally binge eat. I couldn't. Over time, OMAD shrinks your stomach. OMAD is literally like weight loss surgery without having weight loss surgery, without having the consequences of weight loss surgery, going through that trauma, eliminated certain foods, because I know when you have weight loss surgery, you can't really drink a lot of alcohol depending on the weight loss surgery you have. OMAD is literally weight loss surgery without the surgery. My stomach is shrunk. I cannot overeat. I literally tried to do that the other day and it did not work. OMAD is so powerful on so many levels. You get the benefits of the fasting. During that fasting period, you are burning body fat and you are burning belly fat. I know you can't target or spot reduce, but seriously, OMAD and fasting targets belly fat because belly fat is the fat that our body uses to mobilize energy. When you have excess belly fat, that's where OMAD targets. It targets it. My results are an example of this. And another thing about OMAD is that it is so scale friendly on multiple levels. You will drop weight consistently on a weekly basis with OMAD. It's scale friendly in that way. And it's scale friendly in that the scale is consistent. With OMAD, you want to weigh yourself right before you break your fast. That is right before you break your fast without consuming any water for a good hour before weighing in yourself because water will distort the scale and the scale will be consistent. When you're losing weight, the scale can be a big discouragement for a lot of people. They see the scale go up, they see the scale go down. If you weigh yourself at the same point in time every day, the scale will be consistent. So you're not having to worry about the wild scale swings. That is the power of OMAD. So let's go back to the beginner weight loss analogy. There are other diets you can do. You can count your calories and go into a calorie deficit. Yes. Keep in mind with OMAD, you're going into a calorie deficit. You're just not doing the work to make sure you're in a calorie deficit because the 1 meal a day is doing that for you. So let's say you are on an 1800 calorie diet as a male to lose weight. So you're doing that. You gotta worry about tracking your calories throughout the day. You gotta make sure you are eating within a specific caloric window. And if you're doing it that way, it leaves you more room for error. It leaves you more room for failure. Here's why. When you're a food addict, it's really hard to go from eating all day, whatever you want, to eating all day, not eating whatever you want, and making sure you're eating in a tight calorie window. There's more room for error. Whereas OMAD eliminates that because you're not eating all day. You're eating within a small window. So it's harder for people to stick to it. That's why people can't stick to diet. It's really hard to transition from no discipline to discipline right away. Whereas OMAD forces you to be disciplined with the fasting. It forces you to be disciplined with the calorie counting because it does it for you. Literally, I've been losing weight so much in the last couple weeks with junk food. So you can do OMAD with anything. It eliminates the dietary restrictions. You don't have to worry about it. If you're craving pizza that day, have pizza. If you're craving a milkshake, have a milkshake. If you're craving some donuts, have a donut. If you're craving a piece of cake, have a piece of cake with your meal. It doesn't matter. It eliminates that. And this is why it is the most beginner-friendly weight loss diet, because someone who is a food addict, they're gonna be eating all the satiating foods. They're gonna be eating all the good foods, right? So they don't have to eliminate that. They don't have to make this drastic change from eating all of these satiating foods to eating like kale and apples all day. You don't need to do that. OMAD makes the transition to weight loss easier. It makes it simple. The transition isn't that bad. You're gonna have to go through a transition period with getting fast adapted, but there are tools that I've shared on my channel that you can use to help you crush your hunger throughout the day. I will always harp OMAD as the best beginner weight loss diet. Is it the best diet to go train and be a beast at the gym? No, but it is the best diet to lose weight. It is the best diet to learn discipline, and it is the best diet to understand how to diet, because the key to losing weight and keeping it off is learning how to diet, and OMAD is weight loss dieting 101. OMAD will get everyone to a healthy body weight. Keep moving forward with it. It is literally the easiest thing once you get through that OMAD 2 to 3 week hump of getting adapted. And to help you get through this, I will be doing a 30-day OMAD challenge. During these 30 days, I'll be dropping videos on how to do OMAD. I'll be sharing with you tips on how to do OMAD. I'll show you what is a plate of food. I'll tell you the different versions of OMAD and how to get it done. If you made it this far into the video, just drop in a bunch of plate emojis just like this below. And I am sending you so much love. Let's crush our goals and let's get ready for summer. Summer bodies are made all year round, but with OMAD, you can probably do it pretty quickly. Anyway, send you guys mad love. Thank you for being here.